What's going on, people? We are back at it again. Catechism Tuesdays, week 25. I am John. This is...
I'm Ramon.
Let's get right into our question. Does Christ's death mean all our sins can be forgiven? The answer, yes, because Christ's death on the cross fully paid the penalty for our sin. God graciously imputes Christ's righteousness to us as if it were our own, and will remember our sins no more. Pastor V, very important question.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this a little bit in terms of all sins being forgiven. I'm thinking about the single mom who lives in the hood. I'm thinking about politicians, right? I'm thinking about teachers. I'm thinking about firefighters. I'm thinking about rich, poor. I'm thinking about all people. What does this mean in terms of all of our sins can be forgiven?
Well, I think all those different categories of people, all of us have things that we're aware of. We're very aware of our failures, our flaws.
They all have struggles, you're saying?
Their struggles, yeah. Our sins against God, our sins against one another, ways we've been sinned against. We remember them. The world remembers them, and we have categories we get placed into. And I think because of that, people struggle in really in some terrible ways. Whether it's just you're mad at yourself, you're mad at the world, maybe you become depressed. Sadly, some fall into severe mental health issues.
Right.
And there's been in the news a lot of suicides and other things. I'm not going to speculate on all the reasons why, but to say that there's a lot of things that we are aware of in our past, we're aware of right now, that sort of keep us locked down. Let's put it that way. And I think that's the power. This question hits right at the power of the gospel, the significance of the gospel, which is that at least as Christians, we believe that there is a way for all our sins to be forgiven. All means all. That all our sins could be remembered no more, like no more, for real. That's real legit. That like there can be a huge reboot to your life, that you don't have to be defined by all the things that people have said about you, all the things that you've done that you're aware of, and you think, well, I'm just this kind of person. The Bible says there's a way to wipe the slate clean, and it's not by anything we have to do. It's because God, it says, graciously imputes Christ's righteousness. All that means is like God has given us all of Jesus, all the good that he's done, and he puts it on us, so that when God looks at you, maybe you look at yourself a certain way, the world looks at you a certain way, God looks at you like this. I see Jesus. I see all the good of Jesus, and that's who you are. And if that's true, if God sees you that way, that begins to change maybe how you see yourself and how you can live your life.
And that means no matter what you have done, because all sins, all means all, as you said. So it's a beautiful thing to have Christ's righteousness and not our own righteousness, because our own is...
It removes all the guilt, all the shame.
Yeah.
It makes you know I'm right with God. And that means everything, I think, for how we want to live our lives.
That's good, man. That's good. Well, there you have it, folks. Catechism Tuesdays, week 25. I really enjoyed that answer, man. I'm glad you're a pastor.
No, I appreciate
to be able to speak to the
Appreciate
people.
Appreciate the love.
All right, man. Love God. Love people. We're out. Peace.